respects it.
I heard in Saudi Arabia, if you're a female and you're walking down the block by yourself, you get jumped.
That's a
Just
possibility,
because
yeah.
there's no man with you.
Yeah, they're not allowed to be alone.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. But more
They
importantly,
show up and take you to the house like your bitch is gonna
more importantly, when we're looking at the war on terror, remember, 15 of the hijackers were from Saudi Arabia. In fact, Bin Laden is part of the Saudi royal family, the Bin Laden family. It's a Saudi royal family, but he's one of the cousins.
He got money, right?
Yeah, he's a billionaire because of the oil money.
Didn't they disown him but gave him a whole bunch of money?
Pretty much,
Doesn't
yeah.
his father got like that construction thing going down?
I don't know about those details. You can do a research paper on that if you wish.
Is that actually credit?
No.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
But see, here's the point. When you look at Saudi Arabia, 90% of Saudi Arabia people are sympathetic with Bin Laden because Saudi Arabia is the promoter of the Wahhabi sect
He was
of
born
Islam.
there anyway.
Good, you said.
He used to teach mercenaries.
Yeah, but well, Bin Laden was hired by the CIA to
Yeah.
train mercenaries in Afghanistan.
Back in the Afghan war.
That's when we were aligned with Bin Laden. I mean, we were also aligned with Iraq, and this is just a lesson. Do not become allies with future enemies.
Oh,
Because
okay.
they get your weapons and they use them against you. They use your training and use it against
Wasn't
you.
he born from in Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
No.
So Saudi Arabia is, according to Friedman, a national enemy because 90% of the people there dislike the U.S.
Okay, like 20 cities tomorrow.
Whereas,
Word.
whereas if you look at Iran, they had demonstrations in support of the U.S. after we were attacked.
Okay, cool. So,
Oh, so they supported us.
Yeah.
so would you look at Iran as like an ally?
Exactly.
Wow, that's
Or if not an ally, at least not a national enemy.
A neutral
Not
ally.
someone we should be
so
trying to
neutral.
attack
Yeah,
in any
neutral
way.
party, like you
Well,
said.
didn't they bomb one of our jets or something like a few weeks ago?
Didn't like 4 of them come from Iran or something? Terrorists?
No, none of the terrorists came from Iran.
I heard like
That was Egypt.
Egypt.
a few weeks ago.
The helicopter.
Yeah, but terrorists come from
The
anywhere.
Yes, they did
army
come from
helicopter.
Iran. On that day, on September
I don't
11,
know if it was
2001,
Iran.
there were 15 from Saudi Arabia, 4 from Egypt.
And why are we in Iraq?
Exactly. Well, because
We're stuck in the middle right now.
Yeah, about that.
About that. Yeah.
if you look,
Because Egypt's on the to-do list.
as I said before, if you look at Iraq, it makes perfect sense.
Yo.
Here's Iraq.
They just flew down like oh, one country.
Here's Iran. Here's Egypt.
So Iraq is practically paying for what things that Saudi Arabia did.
No, you said the other day they want to
What
start in the
citizens?
central.
What?
They want the central and they walk their way out, right?
Say what?
Didn't you say the other day they want to start in the middle?
Yeah.
It's just a
If-
basic
if
operation.
you-
You're not necessarily
If you
attacking.
start in the middle with Iraq, then you can direct your forces toward anywhere.
A bunch of innocent people
It's like
passed away.
it's the epicenter of what you got to do.
Exactly. When you talk about geopolitics, you gotta go for the middle of the target and then spread out from there. That's what Iraq is. It's the very middle of the target.
It's a military
So
strategical
this is what we're talking about.
strategy.
Iran, I mean, it's been our enemy since the revolution, the Iranian Revolution, 1979. That's when they stormed the embassy, the American embassy. That's when they started yelling, death to the gray Satan. So publicly, it seems like Iran is an enemy, but only because the leadership is the enemy. Now the leadership is saying, hey, let's bomb Israel, wipe it off the map. But the rest of the people are quite normal. In fact, you have a lot of people here from Iran who are pretty normal people. So the question is, when we get right down to it, who's the greatest enemy in the war on terror? I mean, it seems like Saudi Arabia is, ultimately. We're the ones who should be going after them and not supporting them and their oil efforts. So this is one of the big problems. In about 4 or 5 months, probably by the summer, I'm expecting that Bush will be attacking Iran.
What?
Yeah.